Tell me why my parents thought it would be cool to put this big ass drawer in my tiny ass little room. Anyways, I'm doing a little get ready with me chit chat story time. I don't want to get too into the intro, make it hella long like all my videos, because as you guys know, when I try to upload my videos on YouTube, it takes so long. I literally wait all night. I sleep for a little bit, take like a little nap, wake up in an hour or two, check my YouTube video, see how it's doing with the upload. And one, it's failed. Either two, it's like still saying like, oh, you still have 4 more hours till it uploads, even though it said that like 4 hours ago, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to use a lot of drugstore products in this video and like inexpensive. I'm not gonna be using any of my MAC eyeshadows, so I'm just gonna be using my Morphe 350 palette. These are all the shadows. They're so pretty, and I'm really happy that I bought this. For primer, I'm gonna be using the Rimmel Stay Matte primer, and you guys have probably seen this in any of my old videos if you've been here since that long ago. And I'm trying to focus my camera manually because you guys know my camera doesn't autofocus, so I'm gonna use this as my primer first. And if I'm talking weird, my bad. It's just, I think my mom and my dad are home, and I feel like I always tell you guys that I always feel like so awkward when people are home, because like I usually like to scream at my camera, and then when they're here I'm like, I kind of don't want anyone to hear me, you know? I like to use mattifying primers first and then use like a dewy foundation, just so if I use like a dewy primer, like a luminous primer, like it's not like too luminous. So I use this to control my oil just a little bit, and then I also go in with the Professional primer. Fuck, that's not an inexpensive. Okay, that's gonna be like the only product I use that's not gonna be inexpensive. That's kind of like a high-end primer, but it's really bomb. You literally use like so little and it like lasts forever. A lot of you guys ask me to do more makeup videos, but I'll tell you guys the reason why I don't really do that. One, because I don't really get too creative with my makeup. Like I feel like I honestly do the same thing. I feel like I use the same neutral colors, and I'm just like, how am I gonna be putting out makeup videos every single week, or like, you know, like once in a while when they all look the same, you know? I've been kind of changing up my foundation routine, kind of, not really, but now what I've been using is this, my oldie but goodie, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. And for this one, I just put it on my nose, so basically on my T-zone, just because, yo, this one is, if you're looking for a really good mattifying medium to full coverage foundation, I would say go for this one, because this one is bomb, and I think it's only like $12. So this is a really good one that I like. I want to keep my videos to a minimum when I'm doing the makeup one, so I'm sorry if I don't know if I'm acting weird. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm sorry if this video might be a little short and before it's like 20 minutes. But just because, like I was saying in the beginning, when you have a long video and you're trying to upload it to YouTube, it like, YouTube starts acting brand new and you're just like, what the hell? Like, I'm just trying to upload my video, you know? I can never think and do my makeup at the same time, but I just thought of this. I have started using concealer again, but I said that I don't use concealer anymore, but I've kind of started to use it just because it looks kind of cute, so I was like, why not? So sometimes I do use it. It just depends on if I want this part to look a little bit more brighter. If not, then I don't really care and I don't use it. Lately, I've been using this Lumi cushion. I don't know if I want to use this. This is in the shade W5.5. It's really orange. I'll just put it on to see how it looks on camera, but someone told me I looked like an orange when I was wearing this in that one video that, let me see what it looks like. It just looks really tan, but in my opinion, I want to be tan, so that's why I kind of lean towards those foundations that are a little bit darker, just because I don't really want to match my foundation to my color of my face, but I want to match my foundation to the color of my whole body, so that's why I kind of use a darker foundation. And then I feel like a lot of the L'Oreal foundations have a lot of yellow undertones instead of like the neutrals and more cool tones, but in my opinion I really like it. So I've been leaning for this one, gearing towards this one, going for this one, I don't know what it's called. And the other one that I used like 2 days ago that I was like, oh snaps, I really like it, is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. This one is really bomb too, and both of these you can find in the drugstore, at Target, at Ulta. I have like little dots on my face like right here, so after like putting it on all my face, I just kind of cover the parts that didn't get covered that didn't get covered so well. I'll go ahead and start this little story time. Hopefully I can tell the story while I'm doing my makeup. I'm so bad at this, but I kind of didn't want to do just like a sit down story time, and I was like, y'all been wanting to see a makeup video, so I was like, why don't I just combine it? I do feel like wearing concealer today. I'm going to be taking my old Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this one is in the shade 20, and I don't go ham with it. I'm just going to put like right under my eye. Keep it simple, keep it 100, keep it lit, just like that. I don't really put it down here, or, oh wait, I do put it down there, but just a little bit. Okay, so for the story time, so me and Viviani, we were hanging out for the day. We went to the gym, and then we were like, hey, let's go to the mall, you know? And I was like, alright, like whatever, like I'll drive us there. So we're driving to the mall, we get there, we're like trying to hurry up. I went to the mall because I wanted to buy a sweater at Zoomies. It was like an Odd Future sweater because wow, fucking Odd Future. So we went to Zoomies and I asked, I was like, hey, do you guys have this one sweater? I saw it a few days ago and I really liked it, but I didn't want to buy it, and then now I want to buy it. We had somewhere to be, so I was like, fuck, like they're taking hella long, but I was like, whatever, you know, like it's okay if we're a little late. And then at the end he's like, no, actually we don't have it, it probably sold out, but if you want I can look for it online and we can order it. And I was like, you know what, it's okay, like I honestly just wanted it for tonight. I wanted to wear it tonight. We got into my car and we're like, alright, well, let's just go back to my house so I can change. Viviani was already changed. I just needed to change really quick. So we're driving and we got on the freeway, and then out of nowhere the person in front of us fucking decided to stop, and I was like, what the hell? And so I tried stopping and Viviani was like, oh my god. The person in front was like at a complete stop. We were on the freeway. I don't understand why the person in front of me like stopped out of nowhere, you know? By the time I knew it, like I was going like 35, 40, 45 miles per hour. I don't know, because we're on the freeway. By the time I was trying to stop, it was already too late. So I ended up crashing and now I don't have a car. We were trying to call everyone. I called Luis and I was like, dude, like what the hell do I do? And then he was like, why don't you call your dad? So my dad ended up calling me because I called my mom. I didn't want to tell you guys on Snapchat just because it was like, I literally got in a car crash. Like why am I gonna fucking put it on Snap, you know? Like it's kind of serious, so I kind of wanted to just let you guys know because I keep saying on Snapchat that I'm fucking walking to the gym because no car boys. I just put on a little bit of translucent powder. This is such an old powder. I feel like I've had this for over a year because in my very first, like my go-to makeup tutorial, I was using this one. And here, I'll kind of zoom it so you guys can see. This is in that video. I don't know if you guys can recognize it. I'll probably link it down below so you guys can watch it. I feel like it doesn't give like hella flashback like if you were to take a picture with it, which is really good. I went ahead and set my face with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder, and then I used like this little elf brush just to kind of pack it. I don't really try to put too much. I just kind of want to set everything just so nothing moves around. With the whole car thing, back to it, I was actually really grateful that I was wearing my seatbelt. When the police picked me up, I was like, yo, can I like tell you a secret? And then he was like, yeah, like go ahead. And I was kind of scared that he might have got me in trouble, but I was like, I do the right thing now, so like it didn't matter anyway. So I was like, I used to not wear my seatbelt for a while, and then he was like, what the heck, like why didn't you wear your seatbelt, like it's the law or whatever? And I was like, I don't know, like it was just habit. For some reason that day I decided to wear my seatbelt, so I was really happy. When I think back on it, I'm just like, I'm really happy that I was wearing my seatbelt, and I feel feel like if I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, I probably wouldn't be here. I probably wouldn't be okay, because like I literally got out of the car and I was just in shock. I was just like, and like I kind of started crying just a little bit, you know, because it's just like holy, like it was like so, it happened so quick. I feel like it was scary, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. So I mean, I crashed maybe because my car was already so fucked up. So I'm gonna be taking this, it's like a powder foundation, but I actually use it to bronze. I always use this when I want to bronze, and it's another inexpensive little product. It's from Ulta. I feel like this is like maybe $10, but it's really cute. It's really pretty. It looks really nice on the skin. I'm just gonna bronze up my face a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and add the highlight. Okay, highlight, I guess this will be mainly drugstore and then maybe like 2 or 3 high-end products, but I'm gonna be using a little bit of MAC's Global Glow Mineralized Skin Finish. I like to look really glowy and really dewy, so if you want to just have a little bit, you can just like keep it like this. I pretty much put a whole bunch on top of my eyebrow and right here in this little temple area, putting a lot right here, and then I take my pinky and then I put a little dot on my nose and blend it out, and then just a little bit right there. I didn't really want to do my eyebrows on camera, but I'll go ahead and just do one because a lot of you guys have been asking how I do my eyebrows. This is gonna be so, if I get out of focus, I'm so sorry, and if I fuck up on camera, I'm so sorry. Eyebrows are like so easy, but they're like so hard at the same time. I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Chocolate. As always, this is my second one that I've ever bought in my whole life. Looks like this, color Chocolate. I'm not going to talk. I'll probably put a little bit of music. Yeah, I can't do it. Eyebrows take patience, they take a lot of care, and they need love. Don't rush through your eyebrows. Take care of them. Your eyebrows will frame your face very nicely. So just take your time with them. I kind of just like to do more of a straight brow. I feel like you can do whatever you feel like suits your face better. I used to do my eyebrows so arched. Maybe I'll freaking insert a picture really quick right here so you guys can see. I don't know why. I was just like, I want to have straight eyebrows. So slowly with time, like I wasn't just like from an arch to straight, but with time I just went, hey, I'm talking and doing my eyebrow, nice. But with time, I just started making them more straight and more straight. There was this time in my life where my eyebrows were so thick and so straight, but it was really bad. Like, I thought they looked cute, but it was honestly, it was a little bit too much. Holy shit! I think I fucked up. Okay, I'll try to fix it. Okay, resume the music.
Call me on my cell phone, late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone, late night when you need my love.
the eyebrows are done. I hate when my eyebrows come out a little bit too bushy. I'm just like, holy fuck, that's a little bit too intense. I'm gonna be using the Anastasia clear brow gel. I'm gonna be taking a little bit of concealer. This is the same concealer I use for under my eyes. I just take very little, and then I just use this Sona Kashuk, I don't know how to say her name, number 110 brush. I honestly feel like I like how my eyebrows came out today. I like to keep it very neutrally, very just like warm brown, you know, with the eyeshadows. Just keep it very like nude-ish, I guess, like with my lipsticks. I don't really go crazy with that anymore either. I just keep it very, very neutral. I'm gonna try to only use the Morphe palette. I'm gonna be taking this yellowish vanilla shade and just popping a little bit right here just to set the concealer. I guess I'll take like this warmy brown color for the transition. That might be a little bit too dark, so fuck it, let's do it. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of that, pop it right there. Oh shit. Oh, it's cute. I would recommend you guys to take the Morphe 350 palette instead of the Kylie palette. 35 shades in this versus in hers I think it might be like 12 or something. These are so bomb. If you guys want something warm, you know, like these neutral warm shades, just get this one. The only thing it doesn't have is I think hers has like a black shade, but this one has like a bunch of dark brown colors. So now I'm gonna be taking some like a little bit of darker brown colors and then just putting this on my lip. I'll just be doing that until I get it brown and dark enough. These are the ILY Dramatic numbers 202. It feels so weird because I always have to like autofocus this myself, but I feel like I keep bitching about it, but whatever, I have a camera, like, blessed. Do you guys remember when I was obsessed with these? I have like 12 of these for backup, and I've just stopped wearing them because I feel like they're like a little bit too dramatic for me now, so I went back to my old ones. Those lashes are like $5, $6, so they're inexpensive as well. I know some lashes are like 30 bucks. I'm just like, what the fuck? A lot of you guys ask me what size I am, and I'm the size 3/4, 3/4, whatever you guys want to call it. You guys said you wanted me to do like a journey on like how it's been with having gauges and stuff. Every time when I would size up, my mom would be like, ya calmate, like don't do, like stop going so big. And I was just like, okay fine, I'll stop at this size. And then you know how it is when you're like, oh, I'll stop here, and then you just keep going more and more, and you just get even more dramatic. Like with my lashes, the first eyelashes that I ever got was from e.l.f. And those are really, I don't think, in my opinion, they're not too dramatic, but I started with those. They were $1. I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm gonna try wearing fake eyelashes, and I liked them. I was like, whoa, this is so much better than packing on so much mascara. So I started with those, and then with time, like, my eyelashes would just get even more dramatic, and I would just keep getting bigger ones and bigger ones. That's kind of what happened with my ears. I don't think my mom likes them still, but she doesn't. Well, she might not like them, but she doesn't not like them. I feel like she's gotten used to them, and so have I. But I feel like some people tell me that like the hole is like really big, but I'm just like, I honestly feel like it looks normal now. Like it's kind of like I've come accustomed to it, or however the fuck you say it. A lot of you guys asked me too, like how I put my eyelashes on. So I place it right here in the middle, and then I go ahead and take one of the sides and kind of fix it a little bit just so it's all as close to the lash band or my eyelash, whatever you call it. And then I take this side and I do the same. I don't know if you guys remember when I would use this like little mini sample of the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, but I liked it so much that I ended up buying the big one. So I'm gonna use this one. So I guess that's for high-end products, but there's definitely so many like you can use any kind of mascara, but I just ended up really liking it, and I was like, what the heck, like, why not? Cool. Oh, we done. I'm gonna be using the NYX lip liner in natural. Dude, I bought so many of these. I have like 5 backups. I don't even know why. So when I realized that, I was like, oh shit, I need to fucking start using these because I paid so much for them. This is kind of like a pretty pink nude kind of. I feel like it's a little bit cool toned as well. It kind of matches MAC's Velvet Teddy. That's why I got this one in the first place, because I really like the color of Velvet Teddy from MAC. This is like my everyday, it's like my go-to. It's changed a little bit here and there from like a year ago. I'll go ahead and link that video down in the bottom just so you guys can kind of see the comparison. I still had purple hair back then, and I'm wearing an Odd Future shirt. I got this one at Zoomies, so sorry as well if I was being a little awkward. I do sometimes get a little shy to talk in front of a camera, and I start stuttering, and I feel like I just can't project my voice as well as when I am feeling comfortable. But if you guys want to see more videos, then just let me know, like makeup videos, and I'll try to do them a little more often than not, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now you guys know how I do my eyebrows. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!